You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your Days of Our Lives 2-week spoilers from Monday, July 10th, all the way through Friday, July 21st, 2023. We're going to dig into this. Week 1 spoilers are dated. Week 2 spoilers are not, but they're all equally as juicy. We're going to dig into that in just a second, but if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Days of Our Lives spoilers, news, and more. Starting on Monday, July 10th, we have got Alex Kyriakis packing his bag. He is moving out of the Kyriakis mansion because Maggie fired him, and then she thought about rehiring him, but he already took a job with Brady Black over at Basic Black, and he has ticked off Maggie extremely by cutting a deal with Yuri, the guy who bailed on the deal with Titan, but he made that deal for Basic Black, and maybe he doesn't want to be fighting with Maggie around the dinner table, so he's going to get his own place, but I figure we're going to be seeing him over at the Salem Inn because that's just where they file everybody away because they don't do a lot of sets because of the budget on the show. Brady finds out that his daughter Rachel Black is missing on Monday, and Xander and Chloe are interrupted while they are getting jiggy. And I was hoping it was Sarah Horton that walked in on them, but no, it's Gwen Rizchek, because these two are dropping trowel to get busy at the office, and Gwen walks into the Spectator and sees Chloe all unbuttoned, bra hanging out. Xander's shirt is off, which thank you, Ron Carlivati. We always appreciate when Paul Telfer's shirt is off, but it is off on Monday, and Gwen walks in and she gasps and is like, what? All right, that's going to be pretty awkward. Meanwhile, on Monday, Stephanie and Chad find a place to live. They are combining their lives. She's going to move in with him and the kids, but they're going to have a new place to live, not at the Kyriakis mansion. I can only assume it's going to be a Real House set, and they are not going to cram them and the kids into another room at the Salem Inn unless they have some kind of penthouse suite we haven't seen before. All right, Tuesday, July 11th, Wendy is furious at her brother Lee Shen. Lee may be sidestepping trouble by convincing everybody it's all Megan and Rolf's fault, and with Megan running off, that helps his case because he can throw shade at her since she is a fugitive. Stefan is upset with Gabby on Tuesday. I am certain this is more of a conversation like they were already having about her jumping on gun-wielding Harris Michaels' back to try and save Stefan. He does not want Gabby saving him. He wants to be the man. He wants to save her. But, you know, Gabby already lost him once, and she's not going to do it again. And I believe she would have choked Harris if she could have. We also have D.A. Trask seeing Sean Brady drinking on the job. That's lots of fun, and she is going to want him fired. Rafe isn't going to do it, but he is going to suspend him. We also have Dr. Evans hypnotizing Harris Michaels. She wants to find out what is in his head. He wants to get deprogrammed again. The deprogramming he went through at the ISA was painful and involved some kind of electroshock therapy, but she's just going to start with some light hypnosis. Wednesday, July 12th on Days of Our Lives, Jada and Tripp both drop in on Steve Johnson. I don't know if this is related or they're both stopping by about Abe, but there's a lot of Steve and John and Abe stuff going on in week 1. We also have Harris Michaels asking Dr. Evans, please put me in Bayview because I am a threat to everyone's safety. Maybe she'll do it. A lot of people are kind of saying they don't really enjoy seeing her have these therapy sessions with other people. Some comments that we've seen are people saying, I only liked her therapy sessions with Ben. I don't want to see her with Harris or with EJ or with Kristen, but nonetheless, that's what's happening. Meanwhile, on Wednesday, Wendy tells Tripp and Johnny which of the guys that she picks. They're being very nice about it. They're standing there arm in arm. Guess who she picks? It's Tripp. She picks the doctor. So Johnny is at loose ends, which means he's probably going to circle back around to his ex-wife very soon. We also have Sean circling the drain on Wednesday after Rafe suspends him. That's just going to leave Sean lots more time to hit the bottle, which is going to tick off his wife, Belle. And he's about to throw everything away in his grief and angst over shooting his dad, Bo Brady. Thursday, July 13th, it's time for Abe Carver's funeral. And his widow, Paulina Price, is getting family comfort. We are going to have this memorial service. They don't have the body. Some people in town don't suspect that, they suspect that he might be alive, and they just feel like it's really weird. But we are going to get a funeral service. Plus, Kristen tells Lonnie Price that she knows where Rachel is at. So did Kristen let her go somewhere, or did Rachel maybe call her mom to tell her? I mean, Rachel is precocious, and she's definitely a mini version of Kristen. Also on Thursday, actor Jerry Prentice is very upset when he finds out that Whitley King has drugged Abe, who remains her kidnapped captive. That same day, we have John Black telling Steve that he had another bad dream about Abe. They always do these, psychic connections, like somebody reaches out when they've died, all this, but usually it's couples. This time, though, it is John who's having this little psychic connection with Abe. All right, as week 1 ends on Friday, July 14th, we've got Abe high as a kite, and he's hallucinating that he and Paulina, the real Paulina, not the fake Paulina who's kidnapped him, he and Paulina are characters on Body and Soul. And so there's scenes with Abe and Paulina, and then we've got scenes with Kate appearing as the DeLorean chick, and we've got Kayla as Cassandra. So these are going to be a lot of fun. I am super enjoying Body and Soul. It just has the Dynasty vibe. I love it. I hope you guys love it too. I've seen a lot of positive comments. People seem to really enjoy it. Some people say that Body and Soul is more fun than Days right now. Also, Lonnie wants to know what Jerry was going to say to Theo Carver. And Jerry's going to say, look, your dad is alive. However, I think him telling Lonnie that is going to put both himself and Lonnie at risk of crazy Whitley's revenge games. So Whitley resigns from the hospital, and Steve Johnson finds her, and he wants to know why she did. Of course, she can't tell him the truth. The truth is she's holding the mayor captive, and she's quit her job, and she may be planning on spiriting him out of town to start this creepy new life together. Also, as the weekends, we have Kristen telling Marlena she wants to change the custody agreement with Brady where Rachel is concerned. We've got some undated spoilers for the week. Johnny versus Tripp over Wendy, but they actually are being pretty nice about it. Allie Horton reaches out to Chanel Dupree, and Melinda Trask warns Lee Shen. We also have Brady in a rage soon. He is going to be raging at Kristen. Brady faces off with Kristen DiMera in 2 week spoilers the week of July 17th, and he's just going to rip up the custody papers right in her face. We also have Kristen cutting a deal with Dimitri von Leuschner, and she was keeping the secret about his need to get married by his 40th birthday, but now that Leo has found out about it, it might be some other sort of deal that she is cutting with him. No doubt she's relieved that Megan is gone, since Megan locked her in the basement. We also have little Leo Stark wondering if he should confess to Gwen. He got a kiss from Dimitri in the week before, and then he slapped Dimitri. But then I think after he slaps him, I think these two might actually do the deed. There is obviously some chemistry. The actor who plays Dimitri, Peter Porta, had said that his character was going to have 2 love interests, and those love interests seem to be best friends Gwen and Leo. And I definitely think that the character Dimitri likes both women and men, because he has been pretty vigorous about having lots and lots of sex with Gwen, and he doesn't seem to have any issue with it. So he doesn't seem to have a problem sleeping with women, nor men. And that, Leo might enjoy that, because Leo obviously is nurturing a big crush on him. And it looks like he is debating if he should tell Gwen that he has been romantically, intimately involved with her fiance, or about this marriage thing. And in fact, Dimitri might be able to convince him to keep quiet and say, look, I really like her. I like you too, but I really like her. I'm not going to hurt her, and I'm going to inherit all this money, and she's going to be rich. You can share in the wealth, and we know what a money grubber Leo is. So I tend to think that Leo is not going to do the right thing, but we'll wait and see. Xander and Chloe are falling deeper for each other in the week of Monday, July 17th. They are definitely getting in deep. And we do know that Lindsay Godfrey was filming more scenes for this arc that's happening right now. So the question is, what's going to happen when she comes back? All right, we have a few more juicy spoilers for week 2, but if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our day's updates. And if you're enjoying these 2 week spoilers, please click us a like. All right, going into week 2, we also have some more information about Jada grilling Brady Black, and that's after Kristen tells her that Brady is threatening her. This is obviously some kind of move for the custody case. We've got Lee and Melinda Trask doing some scheming. We've got Stefan and EJ calling a truce to focus on the bigger threats. And Maggie Horton walks in while Justin and Bonnie are talking about Sarah's baby secret. So will she hear the big news? We'll find out the week of July 17th. We hope you enjoyed these 2-week spoilers.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.